All right, people. Hold on. Caught me by surprise here. Dodge Charger on the 101 southbound. I'm gonna have to take a minute to get all my devices going. No audio? Where's my audio? Fox 11 has this one. I can't see your chat at the moment. You guys are gonna have to give me a second, and I'll be with you momentarily. Of course, why would this tweet not be ready? Black Dodge Charger on the run, 101 northbound, coming off the 5. There's so much. I'm sorry, I had to turn off all my games, and Georgia's just scored to tie it up. I just watched the most intense Iowa game I've ever seen in my life. I'm all gassed up. I got people sleeping, so I can't go completely crazy here. Almost there. Almost done. Okay, notifications are out. And we're live. All right, let me focus here. I gotta make sure I have a view of this Georgia Tech finish. All right. What's good? Black Dodge Charger on the run, 101 southbound. We are in Silver Lake, my friends, getting off the freeway here. Boogity, boogity, boogity. A little mini boogity. Because I'm not trying to wake up everyone in the house, but not everyone's asleep. Not as bad as last night. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go chasing on a Friday night here in Los Angeles, 8:06 p.m. Pacific time, Silver Lake Boulevard. Sorry, a lot going on. It is a Dodge Charger. It's a black Dodge Charger. Oh, sorry. In my text, I said silvers. We barrel through a hard, solid red light there. Night sun on them from above. Multiple red lights were blowing through here at intersections. Not stopping for anything. Almost got in another T-bone right there. Beverly Boulevard now. Fox 11 is overhead. There is no audio. We make a hard left-hand turn into traffic. We are reckless. You guys are stuck with me. No Stu Mundell. It's the weekend. Georgia Tech to the 45. 27-27. Darting my eyes all over the place. Everyone who's resubscribing to the channel, thank you, everybody. Black Dodge Charger on the run. Night sun above. Sheriff's Department. I don't see any red and blues on the ground. There was a chase late last night that I had to wake up for. It was like 2:30 Eastern. We continue through these solid reds. He almost ran over someone in the sidewalk. Did you see that? He almost ran over. There's a police officer on the ground right there. There's a unit on the ground he just drove by. He almost ran over someone in the crosswalk. And the camera angle's too wide. There was absolutely... there was almost... Oh God, there was someone else in that crosswalk too. He's going to run over someone in a crosswalk. Intersection ahead. Lucky that was a green light. This is unbelievably reckless. We're nearing 4-star chase here, even without the pursuit of red and blues, just from the recklessness. Solid red light. If we're coming to these solid red lights, we need right-hand turns. Left-hand turn, not a dead end. Too many pursuit trees here. Last night's was crazy. The finish, if you guys missed it, someone got tased in the middle of the 91 and just did a face plant right in the middle of the highway with traffic going by him. Right-hand turn here. That was another green light. Still Normandy Avenue, off the 101, Silver Lake Boulevard area. But we're back towards Normandy. We are headed towards Downey, Norwalk, as always. All roads lead to Downey. This potentially could be an on-ramp. It is not. His lights are not on either. This is so dangerous, and he's just barreling through intersections. Cars can't see him. People in intersections can't see him. Haynes King, Haynes King, Haynes King. Oh, is that a fumble? That's a live football. That's a live football. That's a live football. Ruled incomplete. 18 seconds. Back to the chase. Black Dodge Charger. DJ Ryerson in the chat just bombs away. How many subs did you just give out, bro? Holy shit. 25 tier 1 subs. We got new Amatis in the chat right now. If you just got one of those tier 1 subs, show them with pride. Right hand turn from DJ Ryerson. W's in the chat. Sub dubs. See, we got new Amatis thanks to Ranger. Everyone shoot Ranger a thank you as well, as he took the time to crop all those things and put the dimensions into play so that you guys could use all this new stuff, especially if you're a tier 1 subscriber. You get all this new stuff. Haynes King tipped. Oh, that should have been picked. The lights are bright. Lights are bright on both the Night Sun as well as in Athens, Georgia right now as I'm going back and forth. Like this is the OJ chase in the 94 finals between the Knicks and the Rockets. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of emojis over here. And Skip is watching the chase. I got Skip to my right. At the end of the chase, I will show Skip. We will do a little Skip interview. But Skip was not happy with me earlier because the Knicks game ended poorly. Hard right hand turn here. Someone's pulling out. Night Sun. They need that Night Sun. Oh my God. That could have. Haynes King. Haynes King. Haynes King. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. This would be huge for Miami. Georgia Tech to the 46. 7 seconds left. 2 timeouts. 4th down. Okay. Back to the chase. Doing double box here. Skip is here. Skip is locked in. Skip's staring at me. I can try and move the computer. There he is, in the flesh. Drop your skips in the chat. We might get a Doge here. He's rooting for Doge. He's rooting for Fur Missile. No way they try and attempt this field goal from 60 yards away. The chase is still lit. You're stuck with me on the audio, doing my best here without screaming because I don't want to wake up everyone in the house. That's a black Dodge Charger. You guys joke all the time. It's not a Charger. It's not. That's a black Dodge Charger. We're on the wrong side of the road. Yep, there's new busted emojis in the chat too. Look at all these things. No, it's not Hail Mary time. I think you go for just for the first down, then kick a field goal. You got 2 timeouts. Okay, to the stop sign. There's someone in the intersection crossing the street, running across the street. That Night Sun needs to stay on top of this suspect, man. Needs to stay on top of this suspect because there will be people going about their nights. Look at these speeds. Look at these speeds. Look at the speed. Look at the speed. We're up to 60 plus. Oh my God, miles an hour here on Rosewood Avenue. This will take you all the way through West Hollywood. Intersection coming up, wrong side of the road, hard left turn, and now we're headed back towards what looks like the 101 to me. My guess is that's the 101 or the 110. Hollywood Freeway, that would be the 101. We just bypassed it, so we're staying on the side streets. It's 4th in inches. I mean, it's 4th in, not even inches, it's 4th in links. I'm all buzzed up right now, as you can tell. I'm buzzed on Iowa. Through a solid red. Oh my God, through a solid red right there. 50 miles an hour. I'm buzzed on Iowa. I had Iowa, and I'm all gassed up. Just the most Iowa game of all time. Feels like that he wants to dump the vehicle, but he can feel the Night Sun on top of him. Oh, that was a deep, deep gully that we went through in the intersection there. That is not good on the axles. Not good on the suspension. You go for this if you're Georgia Tech. You just go for it. Even if you don't get it, you're going to overtime. You don't try anything crazy. Just go for a first down. Meanwhile, here on Marathon Street, Sheriff's Department overhead. We might be dumping the vehicle right now. We're getting close. Nope. We're Ejectocito territory. This could be Ejectocito. No, I got a push on Iowa, but I got the best of the number. It opened at 4.5, closed at 3. I had Iowa -3. It was dead the whole game, and I feel like I just stole money because that team is so bad, and yet they win because that's what Iowa does. Just when you think they can't Iowa anymore, they Iowa even harder. The most Iowa you will ever see Iowa in your life tonight in the biggest game of the year. There is no, you're stuck with me. There's no helicopter audio. Do you guys want me to prove it? Look at the bottom of the screen. No audio available. No audio available. Oh, units on the ground. Units on the ground. Units on the ground. No red and blues were flashing. Maybe was that spike strips? We don't have any. We can't hear the scanners. Potential spike strips were set there. KCal has audio. I could go to KCal, but it's going to take me a minute to reframe it. Are you guys okay with that? I'm gonna make a switch. If you guys want me to switch, I can switch. I don't know if it's Desmond Shaw, but it might be Mike Ryan. Oh, we're gonna ejectocito. It doesn't matter. It's ejectocito time, people. Doors open. Ejectocito. Cars is not in park, and this guy could be gone because we can't see anything. Okay, now I feel like I should make the switch. We can't see anything. Is KCal have a better camera? Let's see. I'm about to make the switch. Okay, let's try. Oh, sorry. That's why we don't switch. Here come the red and blues. Here come the red and blues. Oh, they're running. They're running. They're running. They're running. They're running. Skip, stay. Skip, stay. They're running on the street. They're running on the street. They're running on the street. They're pulling up on him. Doors open. Here they go. Foot pursuit. Skip, it's okay. Oh, look at the speed. Look at the speed. Skip, wake up, baby. What happened? What happened? Did they get him? Oh, taser? Oh, you gotta go pee, don't you? Oh, no. I know you gotta go right now. We can't go pee. I know. That's the pee dance. We'll go in a minute, okay? You can pee. You can pee inside if you want. Come on. George is in overtime, Skip. What happened? Did they get him? Or did he go in that... No, we'll go in a minute, okay? We'll go in a minute. No, Skip. Skip, sit. Okay, we'll switch to KCal and we'll try and get some while they're on Melrose.
I mean, we did see police get out of the car and chase. So they thought they saw something, but it's really hard to tell at this point if they were able to catch him or if they're still looking for him just like we are, because we've lost sight now of both the police officer. I don't think we see where that officer is, and I don't know where the suspect is. So
Skip.
We're not quite sure.
And Dave, we're now being told by our assignment desk that this is possibly a stolen vehicle that we're dealing with here. Okay. So it was reported stolen. They somehow
Skip.
tried to get this driver to
Skip, come here.
And obviously we saw,
Skip,
as
come.
Christine was mentioning earlier,
Sit.
it's
Skip,
just
sit.
all that erratic driving through the neighborhood, through the narrow streets. For a while, I thought he was getting to a location
Good boy.
he was familiar with. And now it looks like, Dave, you'll see it in just a few moments. It looks
They've got
like
the
they're
searchlight
focusing,
overhead.
Still have the nights on. They haven't caught him yet. We're not code 4. George is going for a Hail Mary. Fumble. Oh my God.
I think they might have lost sight of him as well.
Yes, well, what they're going to do right now is that the air unit will grab a couple of units and diagonally deploy them. And then as the units show up, they'll grab all 4 corners and then set up a perimeter. And then meanwhile, what the air unit's going to do is keep the line, keep it lit up. Now, that usually keeps the suspect down, trying to hide. Because once you take the light off, then they just get up and start boogieing again. So I think that's going to happen. Then plus what the TFO, the tactical flight officer, what he or she will do is get on the tactical freeway and say, hey, any K9 in the unit have a pursuit, and then put pursuit. We got a suspect tied down in 1 square block area. So you'll have about 2, maybe 3.
D-Miles, appreciate you, my friend. DJ, appreciate you too, man. That was awesome. Thank you for the sub bomb that you unleashed in here. That's why you're number 1 forever.
You have something like a stolen car, which obviously is a crime, but it's not as though they're looking for a murder suspect. So at what point do they just, pull back on their resources and say, it's a stolen car, we're just going to let it go? Or do they treat that just as seriously as any crime?
It's not pretty much just like any type of crime. You can't, and I know it's hard. I get it all the time, believe me, especially when they know I do this. And I tell them, I say, we can't stop chasing these people. It's not a lawless land.
Right.
We have to have police here. We have to take people into custody, and then they have to meet the consequences of their actions. So, especially now, because at first I was told it was a possible deuce, but now that we verified that it's a GTA suspect, and that was the one thing, though, the way that the driver was driving, I thought, you know what? this doesn't look like we've all seen Pursuits a million times. I mean, we know the difference between a deuce pursuit and a GTA suspect, a 211, a 459 suspect. They drive more crazy. They go on the wrong side of the road. They speed around pedestrians. Yeah, so this can look like a deuce. So,
Dave,
yeah,
can you explain what that is? We know GTA is Grand Theft Auto. I know that because my nephew plays a video game by the same name. But what's
What is deuce?
A deuce is driving under the influence.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
we just figured that, and then 211
DUI.
suspect's a robbery suspect.
That was funny.
459 is burglary suspect.
Right.
So this is
they
looking
may
like it's a
be,
Grand Theft Auto
This person
suspect,
might
right?
be
If we're
gone.
talking
This is
about
what
a
happens
stolen
when you have no
vehicle,
red and blues
that's
on the
Grand
ground. They
Theft.
get away.
Yes, that's GTA. That's Grand Theft Auto.
And
And the
you know,
thing is, go ahead.
and I wonder too, you know, we were reporting on maximum enforcement, right? You have lots of officers out because this is the time of year where people tend to drive drunk. Is that I presume helps with something like this, because even though many people are not at work, police officers, CHP, LAPD, there's like a lot of them out there working today.
That's true, but we got to remember that there's also the regular calls that are just coming in one after the other.
Right.
415 family dispute, disturbing, a possible suspect. If you see this for the area that came back, you can start seeing the black and whites in the vicinity.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like,
yeah, we've seen some people. I think we saw some on the ground earlier with the light there. It seems to be like they're focusing in on this. I think it's an apartment complex or a business
Yeah.
park. It's hard to tell.
All right, Dave, we're showing it once again.
Replay on the right for those of you just joining us in case you missed it.
The driver was driving erratically, running red lights through the area here off of Beverly Boulevard, eventually coming to the area. We're talking about Melrose and Berendo. So anybody who's familiar with that, it's kind of like the East Hollywood area there. A lot of apartment buildings.
did you see how close that was?
And what you're going to see here.
Oh
in
my
just a
God, he
second
almost
is the driver basically
splattered that
comes
person in the
to a street
crosswalk.
that didn't have a lot of street
That was the
lighting,
replay.
and it looks
Rewind
like
that
he
if you
slows
missed it.
down. He parks
Misses a
underneath the
pedestrian
tree,
at
or
60
he
miles an hour
stops the
by like
car
2
in the tree,
feet.
but I saw some forward movement, and like you said, Christine, it was so dark we really couldn't see what was going on, but I did see a little bit of movement of the car moving forward, and that's possibly when he took off on foot.
And Dave was saying too that people tend to go in areas that they know, and it feels very much so like he knew where he was when he stopped there.
Like he had a destination,
Right.
right?
Right. We call them friendlies. He's got a friend around there somewhere that he wants to hide in their house, something like that. So that may have been one of his options, what he was trying to do. But first of all, try to get away from the black and whites. But once I think he finally realized that
This chase is
area
not
not
over.
gonna go away. And if
It
that
could-
area
it could turn
gets
into
more
a foot
fuel,
pursuit, it
we'll
could
get
turn
another
into another
area that's gonna be
carjacking.
the pursuit.
Yeah, and that is an
So
apartment
it's just gonna
complex.
go on.
You can see it's looks like it's a 2 or 3 story apartment complex.
And it looks like they're focusing on this one in particular. So I'm wondering if they have some intel, maybe some.
Night Sun tried,
that
man.
building
It
might have
tried.
called police. We can see the black and whites there. I think it's even the black and whites that are parked right next to the black car that we saw that was in pursuit just to the left of your screen there. Dave, what's the advice for viewers who may be turning on the TV? They hear the helicopters above their home, and basically there's a manhunt going on.
I think I just saw someone in the backyard.
What?
Yeah, what do you tell people if they're
Oh, they're
watching
rolling
and
up.
they
Red and
live
blues are
near
rolling
here,
up
or
on
they
it.
see that light
They
on
might-
their
he might be
apartment
back there.
complex?
What's the best
Oh, they're
advice?
circling.
If you're anywhere in the vicinity, and especially with that light, just lock your doors, shut your windows. Don't let the kids out. Just stay back and just wait till this all ends. But yeah, that would be the best thing, because you don't want to.
They must have him. They must have him trapped in there because they're circling this facility, this building here.
And this may be a situation, Dave, where the driver gets away, right? It's happened before.
It could be, but if you see, sure.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, there he is.
Hands are
That
up.
looks like the
Hands are up.
driver.
There he is.
What's going on?
He's running.
He's looking
I told
for
you this
someone
isn't
to
over.
go. You
I
can
told
see
you.
he's
I told you.
doubling back. I don't see officers on foot, but
He's lurking.
definitely-
It's like the scene from Signs. It's like the scene from Signs where the alien walks through the alley.
The thing was maybe wearing a vest.
Yeah, then he kind of
some sort.
doubled back. Is
He's
that what he did?
he's hopping the
He just
fence.
hopped the fence.
He's hopping
Now,
the
we don't know
fence.
if this is the driver, folks, but definitely the suspicious behavior is leading us to believe that this possibly could be the person the police are looking for in this Grand Theft Auto case here. Now he's
He's
slowing
not
down his
running,
pace a
he's
little bit.
walking. But we've seen this before where they
Yes.
try to walk and just blend in with the area, thinking that maybe
Right.
they'll be able to get away.
And maybe he's kind of corralled by tall fences and brick walls. He just can't get out of here.
Yeah, it's a very
I
densely
was just gonna
populated
say
area.
that. Yeah, I was just going to say that he went one way and that didn't work, so he had to come back around.
Touchdown dogs!
But the,
Touchdown dogs,
the
Skip!
area is gonna bring some
Touchdown
people
dogs!
around there,
Go
and
dogs!
They may just say, hey,
The
just
dogs
lock the
scored, go
perimeter
dogs.
down, just close all the corners, and let's wait for the K9. We'll go in with the K9 because we don't know. Is this guy carrying
Good
a
boy,
weapon? Is
Skip.
there a reason why it's a
Good
GTA
boy.
suspect? Is Grand Theft Auto suspect? Maybe he committed a felony somewhere, some type. Maybe even one that's even worse than what we're thinking about. And he may just not want to go to jail. He may be a third striker. So sometimes they say, you know what, just everybody stand by. Let's get the K9 here, and we'll
You hear
start a
that?
systematic
K9.
search.
Well, they're
K9.
clearly focused in this area, Dave. We want to show our viewers that video that we just had just moments ago live here on KCAL News, where we saw someone who we believe is the driver of that car come out for a second and kind
They're
of scurry
crying.
around the
They're
buildings
crying
here.
in Athens,
That could be coming
Georgia.
up any moment now. Again, we're not sure exactly if this is the person police are looking for, but definitely the concentration here from the Night Sun. Here's that video one more time for those who
lurking.
watch
See
this
him
moment.
hop a fence there.
Lurking.
Looks like he's wearing like a blue
comes-
shirt.
A blue shirt or a
Starts
vest?
to put his hand up, and then looks like I think he expected to see officers in that courtyard,
so,
and then when he
too.
didn't see him, he realized, hey, I can get out of here, and so he kind of doubles back. You know, and that's always a question I have too. We couldn't see the driver, and from the air, they also can't see what the
Right.
person looks like. So how do you then identify them once they're out of the car and know that it's not just some guy walking down the street?
Well, you can do some investigation with the vehicle. You know, get hold of the victim, get a description. So they'll have that for you. And plus, there's other ways you can tell if somebody's been pedal to the metal for the last hour and speeding around cars and back and forth. I mean, it's not going to be like you or any three of us just walking strolling down
Orange
the
Man
street.
Bill
We're
in the
gonna
chat
be
says the new
sweaty. We're gonna
emojis
be doing
are fire. Thank our friend Ranger for that. They are great.
So there's different ways to
Subscribe to the channel if you want to
narrow
get
it down where
access
you can
to
say, okay,
20
look,
extras.
We're going to cuff you up. We're going to put you in a black and white, and somebody's going to call up the victim of this GTA, and then we're going to try and get a description. Maybe they've seen you, because it's a good Grand Theft Auto, so hopefully somebody did see him, and hopefully they're okay. Hopefully it's just that. It's bad as it sounds.
Yeah, and whatever they're doing now, Dave, they are focusing their attention on this building here. It looks like it's Melrose Avenue and Berendo Street right there in the Hollywood area. We're going to definitely be seeing a lot of police activity here. As you mentioned, they may be putting a perimeter together and eventually move their way into this area here where the bullseye is on this Night Sun. And Dave, because there's so many balconies and stairwells and dumpsters back there, we see dumpsters and garages. That adds another element
bees,
that may
bees,
slow down the
bees,
search.
bees,
We need to be
bees.
careful that this suspect's not lying in wait.
Oh, absolutely.
Spencer Hawes with the first down.
Absolutely, yeah. Because if he does have, if he or she, it looked like a he, so I'll kind of lean that way. Has a weapon on him, yeah, he may jump to one of those dumpsters and pull it out of his waistband.
Right.
But you did see all the black and whites in the vicinity, so they got this perimeter locked down. That's the biggest thing that on these pursuits that end, and then there's a foot pursuit. It's at the area, they'll say, grab
First
me
down,
this
bees.
unit, I want you here, I want you there. Grab the four corners, you guys just look at your appropriate location. I'll get on the tactical freeway or request a couple of K9s, which usually they're already in
Yeah.
route.
And Dave, before we
Did
let
I
you
hear
go, just got
canines?
an update from the assignment desk. They're telling us per ground units in the area right now, Christine, so you know this too, they have their eyes on the suspect and he's trying to make his way out to them. But as I was mentioning, he's kind of trapped inside those walls.
Heard that one before.
So it should be any moment now. If he can make his way out of here, Dave, that he'll eventually make his way into the hands of police.
The old
All right,
I'm
Dave,
stuck.
thank you for joining us. We're going to continue to follow this, and if there's any
worries.
developments, we'll come back out.
Thank-
For joining us.
Okay, Christine, no problem.
Okay, hold on. Back to the stream with no audio. Can I put the bees on for audio? No, we're still searching for the suspect. He's supposedly trying to give up, but is stuck in a apartment building right now. Oh, bees. Oh my god, bees. They're gonna go for two. They're gonna go for two. Bees. Bzzz. Oh my god, they're going for one. It's probably smart, but you have a chance. You have a chance to go for two and win this game. This game is so fucking lit. Oh my god. Don't miss the extra point, though. I can't believe how good that kicker is on Iowa, man. Fucking nails. So we're waiting on the suspect right now to surrender and find a way out of whatever fence he hopped because he can't get out. Bees. What a night. Oh my god. All that for a push. That was a great fucking push. Some pushes are better than others. We're just kind of watching the apartment right now, waiting for something to happen. They've clearly got him cornered. They probably used the infrared to find him. I'm surprised they haven't sent in any ground units. What's crazy is, does this even affect Georgia's playoff chances at all? I guess if they win and lose the SEC championship, they can still get in, right? So that's why this matters so much. But they ideally probably just need to win the SEC championship anyway, because then they get the bye in the playoff. So oh my god, bees, 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 fumble, fumble. He fumbled. He fumbled at the goal line. Bees got it back. Skip, Skip, come here. It's okay. He doesn't like my deep voices. Skippy, it's okay. Come here, Skip. It's okay. He fumbled at the goal line. Oh my god. He fumbled the ball at the goal line. He fumbled the ball at the goal line and got it back. Bees. Bees are in. Touchdown, bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. They are yellow jackets, but they're also bees. I hate bees. All bees. There is no such thing as a good bee. I don't even care if honeybees are good for the environment. I can't do bees. I'm sorry. Bees are. Dude, he fumbled at the fucking goal line. Crazy game, man. Good one. Someone said in the chat, you could say they're engineering an upset. That they are. This is a big one right here. 2-point conversion. Their defense is gassed. This is just college football, the greatest sport, man. This game, man. I swear to God, this fucking game. It was almost pick two'd. It was almost pick two'd. They were going the other way. That would have been 2 points, and then Georgia just has to score a touchdown for the win. Pick Tua. Oh, back to the chase. Back to the chase. They got lights out. They got guns out. They got tasers out. Do I see Doge? Do I see a Doge? They've surrounded him. They're probably waiting for him to climb the fence or something. I'd be taking my time if I was that guy. There's a game on. Take your time. Take your time. Carson Beck. Tutties. Oh my god. Dogs. 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 Doge. 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 Touchdown. Skip. Bad bees. Yeah, the bees. They had to go for two. They had to go for two at the end of overtime. Their defense is so gassed. They're in formation in the chase. Skip's hanging in there. They're getting close to moving in. This is for the win in Georgia. This is for the win in Athens. Here we go. I would bet they're gonna get in. They just gotta run power football here and it's over. Nope, we're rolling out. We're rolling out. Incomplete. Incomplete. We're going to triple overtime. 2-point conversion off. Oh my god. Incomplete. Game of the year. Game of the fucking year, man. Triple overtime in Athens. I can't believe they give him a commercial break. Okay, I assume they've surrounded like the gate where this person is. That's why. Oh, they're opening the door. Back to the chase. They're opening the door. They're opening the door. Night sun above. Prepare your fours. Prepare your fours. He's such a good boy. Okay. Triple overtime. Here we go. From the 3-yard line? Yeah, from the 3. Overloading the box. Carson Beck. Carson Beck. Carson Beck. Carson Beck. Throws it. Incomplete. Bees with a chance to win. Bees have the chance to win. 2-point coming up for the Bees. Game of the year. Game of the year. And I thought the Iowa game was the game of the year. What are they doing with the suspect? Where'd all the cops go? I told you this wasn't over. They have like a formation set up. They're covering corners like it's tactical. Like they're Army Rangers or something. What's going on here? Yeah, this has to be a QB draw. I think this has to be. If it was at the 2, it's a QB draw. Out of the shotgun. Timeout Bees, right? This has to be timeout Bees. Flag! 12 men? 12. Sideline warning against. He pointed the wrong way. This is fucking chaos, man. Sideline warning. Is he hiding behind a dumpster? Why are we zooming in on that? What is going on? Why are they all behind the dumpster? Is this person armed? That's a crazy stat. Iowa beat Nebraska with just 5 first downs. Oh, he's in the dumpster. Oh my God, he's in the dumpster. He was hiding in the dumpster. He's in the dumpster. This entire time they thought he was inside the facility. He's in the dumpster. He was crouching in there the whole time? Who was that person inside the community? Yo, this guy almost got away with it. They were focused on somebody completely different, were they not? Yo, this guy is smart. He almost got away with that. He pulled a Saul Goodman. And the whole time he was in the dumpster. When they had their guns pointed at the door to that community that he supposedly couldn't get out of. That the suspect was in the dumpster the whole time waiting them out. They probably got the guy in the community and he's like, I live here, leave me alone. That's one smart criminal, man. He almost got away with that shit. If they would have taken that person in the community down to the jail, he would have just stayed there. Bees on the 3. Here we go. For the upset of the year. Georgia Tech for the win. Haynes King, incomplete. Quadruple overtime. He was kind of open, too. Quadruple overtime. This is ludicrous. Is he in there or what? What is going... Why are they... No, he's up against the wall. There's someone against the wall. They're probably using the flashlight in the dumpster to look for weapons or paraphernalia. He's up against the wall. They just showed him. Yeah, you see, they're looking for like weapons and stuff. Well, it's just, I don't know if it's taking so long as it is for us to. I think he's dead. Okay. We'll stay here through quadruple overtime, but I'm pretty sure this chase is over. I feel safe in dropping fours in the chat. Yeah, they're walking the suspect back to the vehicle right now. It's just hard to tell because the camera's lighting setting. Georgia Tech has the ball on the 3. Going to score 2. Will they score? Will they score? Nope. You know they're not getting a flag either. G-Tech ain't getting no damn flags. Oh, there is a flag. Pardon me. Oh, of course, no roughing the passer penalty. They need Georgia in the playoff. They can't risk the SEC not getting a team. Yeah, I don't think that's really. That's a no call. That's not a rigged call. That's a no call. So drop your fours in the chat. We are code 4. We have new 4 Amadis. We have not seen a single attempt at running the football. Why not? Why not a delayed handoff? Why not a delayed handoff? Carson Beck. Scrambling. He's going to go. Oh, and there's going to be holding. There's a flag. There's going to be holding. That wouldn't have counted anyway. We're headed to. What's after quadruple? Quintuple? We're going to quintuple overtime. Okay, fifth overtime. That's going to do it, folks. Unless you want to stay with me for 5th overtime. This chase is over. He is busted. That crazy chase has come to an end, thankfully, mercifully. Keep the stream up. Stream East is down. Skip is sleeping. D. Vader's asking, how long are OTs in college football? So after the 2nd overtime, they just do 2-point conversions until someone scores. But you get a rebuttal if you go 2nd. So now they're headed to 5th overtime. It's the 3rd overtime of the 2-point conversion off. This fucking guy. He's a good boy. Well, I'm going to keep the camera at this angle. Give him the microphone. 5th overtime. Carson Beck. Oh, we go 5 wide. Converted. Georgia scores. It's up. G-Tech has to score to stay alive. Little slant pass. This is it right here. And then that daunting Georgia 3rd down song. Dun, 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 dun. dogs. Skip looking. Why Skip looking at me like that? Why Skip looking at me like that? Why is Skip looking at me like that? He's gonna attack me. Okay, bees. Will the bees get in? Will the bees get in? Haynes King. Oh my god. They did it. This is the craziest game I've ever seen. 42-42. They convert. We're going to 6 overtime. Good boy, Skip. Bees, bees, bees. These rules were designed to make overtimes go quicker, by the way. Oh, you guys got to see what's going on with this. And isn't that crazy that they have to walk to the opposite side of the field every time? This is so crazy. Are there basketball games on? Oh, it's still third quarter. Even my mom's texting me. My mom's text 3 overtimes, 4 overtimes, 5 overtimes, 6 overtimes. I got it. Not every overtime needs a text message. Kirby call timeout there. Not a bad idea. Give your defense a little bit of a breather. They just had to walk 100 yards. Oh wow, there's a assault with a deadly weapon suspect currently swinging a metal pipe on Washington Boulevard. Oh god, Haynes King sacked. Haynes King sacked. Good timeout, Kirby. Great timeout, Kirby. Georgia wins the game if they convert. Haynes King didn't even want to get up. He's so tired, man. Kirby, you are the deal with the devil, man. What did you give him? This is it. Dogs on the 3. Practically to go to the SEC, practically to go to the college football playoff if they convert this. 42-42. In motion. Carson Beck drops back. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it in the end zone. He dropped it. He dropped it. He dropped it. He dropped it. 7th overtime. No fucking way. Oh my god. He's wide open. Oh, it got tipped. Oh, it got tipped. That's why. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay, it got tipped by Bell tipped it, and then that was it ricocheted. Seventh overtime. You guys like my radio voice? And then it goes straight to the high voice. I pull a Gus Johnson during his prime. Seventh overtime. So who gets the ball first? Georgia gets the ball first. Watch, Georgia Tech should take a timeout the same way that Georgia did. Give your defense a breather. They're about to walk 100 yards and get a stop. And then just go win the game. Okay, helicopter's leaving the chase. Do you guys remember there was a chase tonight? Okay. I think he's back asleep now. I'm going to use my indoor voice. Georgia with the ball. Oh, direct snap. Carson Beck, short. Carson Beck, short. QB draw. Carson Beck, short of the goal line. 42-42. Georgia Tech wins if they convert. I love the QB draw play call, though. He did get stuffed. He went for it. I do like it. I love that play call. And Georgia Tech should run the same exact thing. They should run the same. Haynes King could get in. He's much bigger and better runner. Bees, bees, bees. How about these bees? You got to call timeout if you're Kirby, right? You got to call timeout if you're Kirby. Timeout, Kirby. Doggo is a yellow lab, English yellow lab. Get out of the way so you can see. This is a 5-star game. Yeah, what happens at 10 overtimes? You always have to call your timeout on defense, I feel like. What are they doing? What on earth? Oh my God, they just formation to the left side of the field. There's only one down lineman. What are they doing? Georgia Tech snaps the football, throws it. Flag. PI. DPI. Ball's gonna be on the 1.5 yard line. Was it catchable? Was that catchable? Or is it over his head? Dude, they moved all their linemen to the left side of the field. There was one down lineman. It was a rollout to the right. It was pretty clearly contact in the end zone, but I didn't feel like that was very catchable. Oh my God, that did not work. The formation did not work. I don't know if that was catchable. It's close enough that you have to throw the flag, though. So now here's the deal. With the ball on the 1.5 yard line, you can essentially just hold. If you're a cornerback, just hold, because the ball will move 3 inches closer at maximum. You just can't give up a slant. You can't give up anything. Just hold them and drop the wide receiver and just force them to run the football. Bees on the 1.5 yard line. They're about to snap it. In motion. Here he comes. Jet sweep. Haynes King. Short. Bees. Not in. 8th overtime. 8th fucking overtime. I love the call. I love the call, honestly. Run the football. Those linemen are as tired as your linemen are, too. It's okay. I live with that call all day. It's either that or a Haynes King QB draw from the 1.5 yard line. And just hope that there's one hole that gets open. I love the call. Love the call. I'm pro run the football in 8th overtime. Those defensive linemen are gas. It's a lot easier to run block than it is run defend. No bootleg. No bootleg because those cornerbacks are holding. It's got to be right up the gut. Yeah, switching sides of the field is kind of stupid. They should do it every other overtime. Someone said in the chat these guys have walked 800 yards in overtime. Yeah, Kirby has to call timeout. Kirby, you got to call timeout here. He doesn't call timeout. It's a oh my god, it's a jailbreak blitz. Jailbreak blitz. Throws it to the end zone. He catches it. Out of bounds. Jailbreak blitz through the A gap from Georgia. We haven't seen that in any overtime yet. Haynes King's able to get rid of it, and it's just in the back of the end zone. I think he actually did catch it out of bounds. A gap, double A gap, safety blitz. What a call from Kirby. What a throw from Haynes King to get rid of that. Oh my God. How do you get rid of that football? Almost on the money. Okay. Carson Beck, chance to win it. Georgia Tech, call your timeout, man. Call your timeout. Hands it off. Game. Dogs. It's over. Dogs win. Doges win. Doges are better than bees. Get your shit straight. They don't have pet bees. They have pet dojis. Oh my God, you guys watching this, coaches, they're like crying on each other's shoulders. Oh my God. Bees that were up 17-0. Oh my God, the coach is so sad. That's so sad. That's one of the best games I've ever seen. They're still talking to each other. I feel like I just watched the World Cup decided by penalty kicks. Up 14 with 5 minutes to go. Great. This is the greatest sport. How can you not say this is the greatest sport? Wow. All right, people. I don't want to say his name because I'll wake him up, but I got to go take him for a walk, so I got to bounce. It's been a pleasure, my friends. We're Code 4 on the game and the chase. Appreciate you hanging around, and thank you to DJ Ryerson for dropping in a sub-nuclear bomb earlier. That's Skip. You guys made me say the name. All right. I'll see you guys later.